So we're heading to Red Lake, and I've been requested in comments and private messages to do a video on how to catch northern pike. It's not really that difficult. They're kind of the main target of ice fishermen beyond the people that jig for perch, crappie, and whatever. Some people go a little harder and target Lakers and muskie and whatnot, but the vast majority of ice fishermen are going to be chasing northern pike. I am no pro by any means. I'm just a douchebag that goes out on the weekends and can share a little bit of my knowledge on how to catch these toothy buggers, and they're actually one of my favorite fish to eat beyond lake trout, perch, and crappie. So stay tuned. We're heading to a lake, and I guess we'll throw step one in here right now. Go to a lake with northern pike in it. Step two, make sure you buy shiners, pike shiners. I just run, never mind, I'll just show you when we're at the lake. Well, it's a little windy, but heading out, not going to put up a shanty, only going to fish for a little while this morning, if you can hear me at all. But we are on Red Lake this morning, like I told you, and we're going to be tasting some pike and some perch for a little while, and then transitioning over to lake trout. So stay tuned. It's probably one of the last times I fish this year. So we've been over step one, was find a lake with pike in it. Step two, go to a bait shop near you, get a bait and a legal registration that shows you can legally own the bait. 3, get yourself some tip-ups. In New York, you're allowed to run 7 lines in the water. Today we're going to run 6 so that I can jig. And now I use my flasher as my depth chart to see how far down I'm going to be. Right now this is reading 11 feet on the dot. So we're going to go down to about, well, the top of the weed line. You can see that that's the weed line. It's about 6 feet down. So we're going to go about 5-6 feet down. Get us a minnow here. If they quit swimming around. Lively ones this morning, and that's good. We got a minnow. As you see, just big shiner minnows. Woo. And I just hooked them right below. You can see where that line gets darker, right below my middle finger. You go any higher than that, you're gonna paralyze them. Like I said, pike's simple. Right below that, see, he's still lively, still very lively. We're gonna drop him down, and I use a 30-pound, I use 50-pound tip-up line, and then about a foot mono leader or a fluoro leader. They're all mixed up. It was whatever was on sale, and you just don't horse them with that kind of leader. But I use them both for pike and lake trout, so I like to keep a fluoro leader on them. If you're going to strictly fish pike, I suggest you just use steel leaders. Doesn't hurt to just use steel leaders. But I'm at about 4 feet down. There we go. Slush is bugging me up a little bit. There we go. Get down there. Like I said, we're going down. It's 11 feet deep. We're going down probably to 8-9 feet. Right there, we're at 7. Reel a little up until we're at the hole. You need to make sure your spool's sitting in the hole, make sure none of your line's wrapped up. Get your spool so it's in the hole so it don't freeze up. Today's going to be 45 degrees, so I'm not worried about it. And set your flag. These are new, so I gotta make sure my flags are unrolled. A little Ted tip, make sure they're not sitting in the slush or else they'll freeze to the slush. So we'll go show you again on another hole, and then I'm gonna get the rest of these set up. Make sure that wind's coming across the lake that way. Set your flag so the wind's blowing it against your rod on your tip up. Same thing with high flyers or any wooden tip up. You can set it so that the wind does not blow your flags. That way you don't get false tripped wind flags. But I'll show you more of the fish finder when we get out to the next hole. You get on some forums on Facebook. You can get some decent people to chit chat with you. You can find some pretty easy to target northern pike lakes. It's not that hard. Well, as you guys have been able to gather, it is sleety / slushy rain bullshit out here today. Not many people out and about. I don't blame them, but also the bite's not that great. Usually you've landed a few within the first hour, but that's just the way she goes. I'd heard it wasn't the best this year so far on the bite. Actually, I heard this lake wasn't that great at all this year for the bite, but I'm hoping we're going to stick her out till about 10:30, 11 before we bounce. So stay tuned. Step 5 or 6. You get all your tip ups in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can run 7 if you're not going to jig, but I'm going to bounce around here in a minute. But I'm just going to hang out. So step 5 or 6 or wherever the hell we are, wait. So when you're reeling it in, you want to make sure your line stays neat in case he runs. But there's a northern pike. Well, there you have it, northern pike. Never said we were coming out to catch giants, but got on one. And he's barely hooked. I don't suggest you just shove your hands down in a pike's throat. There you go. Like I said, there we are. Right back down she goes. Well, didn't have nothing on that one, so there's one northern. If it keeps raining, this video's probably done because I'm soaked to the bone and I can go sit in a shanty and catch lakers, so stay tuned. Now when you're lifting these up, you want to see which way the line's pointing or which way the fish is going. So pull this out slowly and it's going this way. So when you want to set the hook against him, so pull out a little slack. He's there. Like, don't forget, when you're reeling him in, you go pretty quick. Lay your line so that it doesn't become a mess. And in case he needs to run like that, because this is a good fish, you can let him run. So you keep laying the line so they can run, so it don't get tangled. There, it's a little bit of a better fish. There you have it. How-to pike video. That's not a bad little one, maybe 23, 24 inches. but I'm sick of letting my camera get soaked. I was gonna keep him, but we're gonna let him go. As you can see, I'm off the lake. I'm a fair weather fisherman when it comes to fishing. The ice was nice, likewise the wind and the rain. I hope you guys like this video. If you want more how-tos, I am not a very good fisherman, but I can record how I do shit and show you how to do it. I am by no means a pro, but I can point you in the right direction and you guys can learn from there. So stay tuned. Go check out some of our other videos. We swear a lot if you haven't noticed. But yeah, this was fun, minus the rain. I can do more solo fishing trips, but I'm going to meet up with a buddy now and we're going to chase Lakers. And if we're successful, check that video out. If not, check the last Laker video out. Deuces.
Dude, this one might be bigger than the last one, to be honest. He's fucking caught the ice bad. This is a good fish. Oh no! No! I lost him in the hole! Stand back and let you forward like 10.5 minutes. It's a good fish. Yeah. There's the bubbles.
I just seen him. It's a good fish. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah!
That's the one we've been looking for right there.
Fuck yeah!